Hey guys, welcome to the new video. In this video, we will be discovering about Amazon EC2. So as usual, we will go with the addition of Amazon EC2 connector within your Anypoint Studio. Just click on this search and exchange and look out for EC2. You have to select this one and click on add so that it can come under the selected modules. Click on finish. After doing so, this EC2 will be available over here in the set of available modules. So for the time being, in this particular video, I will be covering about creating a volume and deleting a volume using the different operation of EC2 connector. So this is just, I have just taken this HTTP listener from HTTP, just drag and drop onto the canvas. And then from the Amazon EC2, look out for create volume, this one, and just drag and drop over here. Okay, and then a logger is being added. So let me remove this guy. And similarly, once it is being done, I need to clean it up because it charges onto the billing level as well. So I don't want to spend much on that. So that's why create volume. And there is a configuration we need to do for Amazon EC2. You have to just click on plus sign and you have to fill the access key, secret key, and along with the region endpoint. Okay. So I have already done for it, and let me stop. Yeah, this is already in stop state. So access key, secret key, and the region endpoint you have to select, and you can click on test connection. So test connection is successful. Now a question may arise like how to get this access key and secret key and what are the prerequisites to set up this EC2. So in order to do that, you have to log into your AWS console, that is over here, and search for IAM. First thing first, you have to set up the user. So add user, and you can put any name over here, and like let's say dummy EC2 admin. Okay, I'm going to delete this as well because I am already having one. So programmatic access, and I will click on next permissions. I will attach EC2 full permissions, EC2 full. So I will select this guy and click on next and next review, create user. So this is access key and this will be the ID. You have to just click on show, copy paste this guy, and you have to use it accordingly in your Anypoint Studio over here as I show you, right? Okay. And the region endpoint. So the region endpoint would be the one where we are going to create. So just select EC2. So EC2 is basically used for creating the on virtual servers, and you can read out all the details about the EC2. Um, but you can see the one of the thing volume is 0 as of now, right? And North Virginia will be in US East 1. So US East 1, this one will be our region. Okay. So having said that, let's go back to our message flow. We are done with this. So couple of things we need to set it up, like size this will be in gigabytes. So 10 gig I have set it up, and standard this is the default. After that I am going to log it. So let's put something, what should I put? Volume created with the hash, whatever is coming up, let's print it over here. And the second thing will be to delete it. Okay, so this is the delete volume, and in delete volume I will use the same EC2 configuration, but volume ID will be created out of this particular operation, and I will pass it as a query parameter, and finally it will mark as delete volume. So this is pretty much plain and simple. Let's keep it running. Just keep an eye on this console, like volumes is 0 for now. I will click on the volumes because we are going to create the volume programmatically. So that's why our main emphasis is on this side only. I will wait for a couple of seconds for it to load. So this is being done, and I will clear up the console. I will go to the postman, and this is the get parameter, and this will I will be creating the volume. I will click on send button. So this has been created. So here you can look at this. This is the volume. Okay, but to cross check whether it ends with 423 or 423T, let's go to the console and refresh thing, and so it is coming up to the T3 only. After T, the next section gets started. I will copy this, and I will go to the next operation where the volume ID I need to refer. I will copy paste this thing, and as of now you can see this volume is existing. Okay, so now we are going to delete this. I will click on send button. So I got a response, and if I refresh it, it should not be there. Yep, it's gone. So on the other hand, if we check onto the Anypoint Studio, you can see volume created, deleted volume. So this was like very short video on EC2 just to give an introduction about it. But there are all possible things which you can do right from the setting up the infrastructure, setting up the IP addresses, profile settings, setting up the volumes, authorization, ingress, egress, incoming, outgoing traffic, creating the images, key pairs, IAM setup, a lot many things you can do. You can have the describe option of tag, volume, attribute, volume status, everything. Okay, and multiple things you can do. Whatever you want to do from the AWS console, more or less all the things you can do from here as well. You can run instances, run start and stop, and terminate. You can even create the instances. Um, so somewhere I have seen that. So if you go back to the EC2 dashboard, running instances, right? So if there is any instances being running like that, you can select any of these things, and you can set it up. These are basically the images which will be configured onto the runtime of EC2, and you can run that particular instance as well. Okay, this is a free for eligible something like that coming up, right? So let's try to do on this thing. Free tier, I will go with free tier. EVS only, low to moderate, review and launch. I will go with launch. I would like to create one new. This will be the EC2 admin download key. So this has been downloaded and now, but that will come to the different part of it. The main emphasis of this video was to showcase how to create the volume and the delete the volume, and you can figure out rest of the